Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Ben Seidman. I'm a magician, and I know we're sort of stuck in quarantine right now. It's a crazy time, but I'm here to do some really cool magic tricks just for you. There's interactive magic tricks that are going to happen to you over the screen. I'm going to show you some TV clips from some of the best magic tricks I've ever invented. I'm also going to teach you some really cool magic tricks that you can learn while you're hanging out killing time. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn or canned beans, whatever you've been hoarding, and enjoy. I have here 5 playing cards, and I want you to remember one card. It's totally up to you. Choose any card you'd like, focus on it, and don't forget it. Good. Look at me. I'm going to try to read your mind over your screen. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I believe you're thinking of this card. So, if I'm not mistaken, and don't lie to make me look good, tell me honestly, did I get it? Did I take out your card? I did? Well, that's cool. It's been theorized that people used to use a deck of playing cards as a fortune-telling device. That you could sit at home with a deck of cards and shuffle them. And if you mix them up and you mix them well enough, supposedly that deck of cards was supposed to give you a hidden message that was important for you at that moment. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's a little bit like tarot cards. If you buy into it, you mix up those cards and you believe that they could give you an important message, then maybe they will. So let's see if this deck of cards gives us a subtle message. Wash your hands.
This message is sponsored by soap. Remember soap? Use it to wash your hands.
I've been fascinated with all of the different disciplines of magic. Sleight of hand, psychological magic, mentalism, mind reading, stuff like that. But also pickpocketing. So I've been trying to learn how to steal things without people knowing since I was a little kid. One of my family's favorite memories is when I took my grandma's watch off without her knowing when I was about 14 years old, I think. So I've been working on different stunts using pickpocketing techniques, and here are a couple for Magic Outlaws.
People think magic is all about the big finale, but sometimes it's the misdirection that can be just as fun. So pay attention. The key word here is watch.
I think I see some people here. Excuse me, we're shooting a documentary on pickpocketing. Can I interview you for a moment? Is that okay? We've got a camera crew here. Can we just talk to you for a moment?
Sure.
What's your name?
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine, and you are?
Annalisa.
Annalisa. Nice to meet both of you. Catherine, would you mind holding the microphone for me?
Yeah.
Just use your left hand, actually. I'm going to have you hold that. And when you speak into the microphone, I want you to hold it up to your mouth, okay? That way everyone at home can hear you. And of course, we've got some lights over there. You don't need to worry about those lights. Just concentrate on the camera, focus on the camera, and smile, okay? Perfect. Now, Catherine, what I would like you to do is just answer a couple quick questions. Catherine, do you live here or are you visiting?
Yeah, I live here. I've lived here for like 5 years.
Oh, you're a local. You're a local Las Vegaser. I like it. And Catherine, have you ever been the victim of street crime or a pickpocket here in Las Vegas?
No.
Okay, you've never been the victim of someone taking something from you?
No.
Okay, that's good. We're sort of here, it's kind of like a PSA. We're just letting people know that there are pickpockets walking around here, so you do have to be careful.
Oh, okay.
And also, I should kind of come clean. I haven't been entirely honest with you. In fact, this isn't really a documentary about pickpockets. In fact, this microphone isn't really on. The main mic that we're using is right here above your head. And what does that look like? Is that your watch? Is that your watch?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Well, I'll tell you what, I will give this back to you. You can take that back.
I would have never imagined that somebody can do that to you while like standing next to you. I was literally shaking when he gave me the watch back, but definitely amazed.
And you should be very, very careful of pickpockets. They're everywhere in Las Vegas.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, what's up? Would you like to see something really incredible?
Yes.
Cool. What's your name? Mitch. Hey, Mitch, I'm Ben. Nice to meet you. We're here in town hanging out, but I used to live in Vegas. I used to perform at the Mandalay Bay, but now I'm on tour all the time. But I'm back in town. I'm doing 2 shows. Would you like tickets? You want to come by see the real show?
Absolutely.
Yes. Awesome, man. All right, cool. Here, why don't you stand up for a second, Mitch?
I'm gonna give you tickets to my show and take a step back so everyone can still see. Now, Mitch, here's how this works. I just have a comp ticket for you, and this is the best seat in the house, man. This is really gonna be awesome. You said, Mitch, how do you spell that?
M-I-T-C-H.
2 M-I-T-C-H. 2 Mitch. So that'll be your ticket, Mitch. You got that on camera. Now, Mitch, I'm gonna give you this lighter to hold on to. Just hold on to that for a second. We are in the fireside lounge, so I figured a little bit of fire would be a good idea. And Mitch, they're not gonna charge you anything to get into the show, but if you want to get any drinks or something, you'll need, you know, a credit card or something. Do you have your credit card with you?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you keep it?
In my back pocket.
In your back pocket. It's just loose in your pocket?
No.
Where is it? Oh, it's in your wallet.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I think this will work perfectly. Here's what I want you to do, Mitch. Hold out the lighter, light the lighter, and no matter what happens, Mitch, do not look away. Watch your ticket.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Mitch, what is that?
It's my bank card.
That is your credit card?
Yeah, dude.
But wait a second. If the ticket is your credit card, you said you keep your card in your wallet? Take out your wallet, man.
Oh my
Take out
God.
your wallet. No, I didn't touch you. Look in your wallet, man. What is that right there?
It's a ticket.
It's a ticket?
Yeah.
And let me ask you one question, man. Does it have your name on it?
It's the exact thing you wrote.
It's dressed to you, Mitch. Fantastic, dude.
It's impossible, man.
Best seat in the house.
You're
Let's see what's
impossible.
the show.
Incredible, dude. Thank
Oh my God!
Incredible.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, man. That was awesome.
You literally burnt my ticket, yet it showed up in my wallet.
Did you ever touch your wallet?
Like, no one touched my ass. He's not even a magician. He's like a warlord. He's like a warlock of, like, magic.
Oh, man!
Man! I'll get you tickets, too.
That was crazy!
Hey, guys, check your wallets, man.
Here's a cool trick with a dollar bill and a pencil. If you fold the dollar bill in half, give it another little fold like this, you can actually take the pencil and stick it through the dollar like that. And if you punch a hole right in the middle of the dollar, you could move the pencil up and down like that. The magic part, though, is when you take away the pencil and you give the dollar a little rub, and it heals itself back up, and there's no hole. Putting a pencil through a dollar bill and then healing up the hole. Here's the preparation for this trick. You need a dollar, and I think it's best to use one that's pretty new. It's pretty crisp. The secret preparation is that you get a scissors and you're going to make a cut in the bill. So the first thing I do is I look and I find the E right here where it says 1 on the side of the bill. And I fold the bill in half so that that E is right in the middle. Now the bill isn't folded in half exactly. It's a little off center. But what this allows me to do is use my scissors to cut a piece right here. When you cut the piece about this big, that cut is hidden by the E. You can see right there, there's a hole. That is your preparation. The next thing you want to do is you want to fold the bill in half this way, and then you find whichever side the cut is on, and the other side you fold it down a little bit here. So here's the fold of the bill. It allows you to put the pencil into the middle, but still for the audience to see it going in. If you don't do this little fold right here, once you put the pencil in, they can't tell if the pencil is going in between the bill or behind it. So that's why I fold the lip down here. Now here's your routine once you've done your preparation. You show the bill, and no one will see this cut just by showing it like this. Next, you fold the bill, and you fold it again, and you take the pencil, and it just to your audience should look like you're putting the pencil into the bill. But really, you're sticking the pencil into the bill and then through that hole that you cut. The audience can't see this, but from the back, the pencil is coming out the back of the bill. So you thread it down and you hold it in place, and then you hold the pencil right before it gets to the edge. You don't want it to poke through yet. Now you hold it in place with your hand like this. Next, you pretend to punch the pencil through the bill. Really, it's just going behind it, but from the front, it looks like the pencil is traveling through the bill. You can very carefully move the pencil up and down. You want to be careful not to let this happen. You carefully move the pencil up and down, and you can even bend this down a little bit more so that your audience can see the pencil is in fact going through. Next, you pull out the pencil, and to restore the bill, to heal up the hole, you're going to open it up and cover the slit with your fingers and immediately start rubbing the spot in the middle, which is where they think the pencil went through the bill. As I'm doing this, I'm making sure that the slit is flat. That way, when I move my hand away, I can let go, and the audience can't see the slit, especially because they're all looking right here in the middle. Now, if you're extra concerned, you can still cover that slit with your fingers so that no one can see it. But you can give the bill to someone to let them take a look at, as long as you don't let them handle it for too long. If they examine the bill for too long, they might find the slit. However, if you pull the pencil out, rub the bill right there, and then show that it's restored, you can show the bill like this, and your audience won't see the slit.
This clip is pretty fun for me. It's based on a trick that goes back a very long time, many, many years. But I took this old trick and I changed it around and I used my own method. I basically created my own method to make the trick happen. And then I did that trick on Penn Teller's TV show, Fool Us. Let's check it out.
My name is Ben Seidman. I do magic tricks, and I live in Los Angeles. I wanted to play in a band for years. I love playing music, and I also love acting. I was an actor growing up. And so I decided eventually there are 3 things that I love. I have to choose one passion. So I chose magic, and I really do love what I do. The hardest part about it is the travel. Last year I did more than 200 shows, so I was on the road about 95% of the year. There was a week this month where I didn't sleep more than 2 hours a night. It was just do a show, get on a plane, drive, do a show, repeat. Everywhere I've gone in my life, I've moved to get better at magic. I've always been chasing this high, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you. I feel the same way about you. It's nice to be in Las Vegas filming a TV show. Proof that what happens in Vegas gets broadcast nationally, apparently. Penn, I've got one playing card. Name a card, Penn. Anyone.
4 hearts.
Okay, would have fooled you, but I'll move on as planned. I used to live here. I lived in Vegas for like 5 years, and this actually happened to me. I was walking downtown, and I see a guy, and he has a manila envelope, and he's jingling it, asking people for change. And I walked by him. I was just kind of in a hurry. And he yelled at me. He actually yelled. He was like, "Hey, aren't you going to give me any money? What, are you not a good Christian?" No, I'm not. I'm Jewish. And I'm not even good at that. I mean, I was raised Jewish, but I don't really practice, so I'm Jewish, but I don't practice, which means that my mom still nags me, but when I pray that she'll stop, nothing happens. That was a thinking joke. Thanks for coming along with me. But it's true. Jews are the worst Christians. Except for one. One became the best. It's not me, though. That's Jesus. I'm Ben Seidman. Different people altogether. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe you're applauding because you think I am Jesus. And maybe I am. How would you know? What if Jesus came back, but no one believed him? So he went on TV and tried to fool Penn and Teller? But he wasn't successful? Ted was like, yeah, that's food coloring and water, not wine. And Teller was like, that would be disappointing for religious people and for atheists. But for very different reasons. Anyway, I see this guy, he yells at me, and I wanted to get mad, but in that moment, our eyes met, and we had this, like, real, like, human moment. And I just started to feel bad for him. He was clearly a nice guy. He was down on his luck. And I reached in my pocket, I took my wallet out. I gave him the only bill that I had, which was a $100 bill, because I felt bad for him. And he hugged me. He was so overjoyed. And I walked away. I thought, what a nice guy. I completely misjudged him. How long was I talking to him? And I looked down at my watch, and my watch was gone. I don't know how, but this guy must have somehow managed to pull my watch off without me even feeling him do it. So he took my watch. Not only did he take my watch, I also distinctly remember putting my ring on that day. When I looked down at my finger, my ring was gone. So I'm thinking he took my watch, and he also, somehow, managed to take my ring. And I reached in my pocket, grabbed my wallet, remembered I'd given this guy the only bill that I had, the $100 bill, because I felt bad for him. So I'm walking away. I'm just trying to process the information. I'm thinking, did that really just happen? He took everything from me. He took my ring, took my watch. He took all of my money. Sounds like I had a pretty terrible day, right? He learned a very valuable lesson that day. He learned that you should never, ever try to steal from a magician. Because when this guy got home, he didn't have any of my stuff at all. Because I still had my ring, I still had my watch, and I still had all of my money.
Ben Seidman, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. Very funny and a great trick as well. That was great, Ben.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Now, you know how this works. The guys are going to sit there and they're going to deliberate and we'll have a little chat out here.
Yeah. But, Jonathan, I hope you wouldn't mind, would you?
A selfie?
Yeah.
Sure,
Thanks.
let's do that.
I've always wanted to take a picture of Penn and Teller while my arm was around you.
Okay, let's...
Thanks.
Should we hug this out?
Yeah, sure.
Because I enjoyed that too. That was
It was a really good moment.
Yeah. How confident are you?
Oh, you know what? They're my heroes. They're some of my favorite magicians growing up. So I don't know. I respect them so much. If they enjoyed what I do, that's what means the most to me.
But one thing I noticed, and I'm sure everyone else did, is just how confident you seemed out here. And I know that performing in front of these guys, it's nerve-wracking for most people, but you seem cool and calm as a cucumber.
Oh, I'm freaking out on the inside.
Well, you're disguising it very well. Let's find out how much they know genuinely right now. Fellas, did you think you got it?
We see a lot of people who try to cobble something together, and watching you do something that's just a polished, finished routine is wonderful. And you might notice when I say wonderful that I'm kind of underlining the wonder part of the wonderful, because we all know a wonderful magician named Tommy Wonder. And you know that Tommy Wonder did a routine called the Hold Up. I much prefer your version to Tommy Wonder's version, because Tommy Wonder did not have the his style of comedy was not as close to my heart as yours is. But I think that's a wonderful routine you're going to want to do forever. Don't really want to tear it apart.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
It's been a pleasure, honestly.
So let me check, Ben. I want to check. Can I just check you're not actually Jesus, though, are you? Wow, ladies and gentlemen, let's call him by his current name, the fabulous Ben Seidman. Great job. Thank you, Ben. Fabulous. Ben Seidman.